studio Apex. Now, before we get this segment rolling, we want to give a big shout out to everybody that came out and supported Money Man performing at the Evening Muse the Sunday that just passed. Now, I mean, especially a shout out to Vee Boi Baby from New Galaxy Entertainment, Mr. Mel from M-Town Entertainment, and BA from Baraka's Entertainment. Now, I mean, big shout out to all y'all, and especially Afton Booking Agency, the agency that got everything set up, and we're going to be doing more business with them later on down the line. So, big thanks to y'all, because without y'all help and support, none of this will ever be possible. As you can see, I got a piece of paper in my hand again, so I got some stuff to talk about, but like I told you, I'm going to promise to keep it short, sweet, straight to the point. Now, from the show that Money Man just performed at the Evening Muse, we're going to have the full footage at the end of this segment. So at the end of this segment, you're going to see the actual live show for everybody that couldn't make it. So you actually will get to see it. Now, I mean, you got your upfront seat, so you're good to go. Now, on the other pressing news, people have been still hitting me up, calling me, texting me, emailing me, seeing me out on the street, running up to the car, free studio time, free studio. Trust me, we're bringing back the free studio time. Like I told you, as I get updated information, I'm going to let you know. And I've gotten some updated information. The free studio time is going to start back this February. So in February, the free studio time is going to start back, but we're doing it different. It's going to kick in like this. Whenever we do a In the Studio Apex show, just be on the lookout for a question coming up at the bottom of the screen or whatnot. From what I've been told, this is what I've heard. They're going to use the In the Studio Apex show to have a question come up at the bottom of the screen about Apex Studio in general. And you know, the person that gets the right answer or go to our Facebook page and puts in the right answer for it, I mean, they get the free studio time. And they said that they're doing it like that basically just to eliminate the same person winning free studio time every time back to back, which makes sense because you gotta, you gotta admit, it's like a lot of people watching the studio with Apex, a lot of people miss out on getting free studio time, so they just trying to even the playing field for everybody. Now, I mean, which makes sense. Now, I mean, that's understandable. So, starting February, every time we do an In the Studio Apex show, be on the lookout for a question coming up at the bottom of the screen. All you have to do is go to our Apex Studio Facebook page. Now, I mean, leave your answer. Now, I mean, and whoever wins it, now, I mean, we'll most definitely contact you or get you in the studio to get your song recorded. For free. I don't know if they're gonna mix and master it. That's something that I'm still trying to get more information from them about. But if you ask me, truthfully, I still think if they're gonna give away free studio time, it should get recorded, mix and master for free on us. But you know, like I told you, I have nothing to do with how they're going about handling it. I'm just trying to make sure everything get done. So now, I mean, I'm going to give you more information up on that, like detailed information or whatnot. So just be on the lookout for more information on that. Now, as you may know, we've been going through contracts with different artists, different producers, publishing companies, licensing companies, getting everything moving in the right direction for Apex Records, because we are about to pick up a mass load of new artists. Whether it's groups, solo artists, we about to pick up a mass load of new artists. And basically in this segment, we got some background scene footage of some of the conversations that we've been having with the artists. We got some live sessions. We got a lot of footage. Now, I mean, basically what we're trying to do is show you, like, on a personal level, what Apex Studio / Apex Records goes through when it comes to signing artists, helping out other artists or whatnot. So we're going to show you everything on a personal note like that.
When I die, rest my head. Lord, when I die, rest my head. Lord, when I die, rest my head. Too many people killed. Why you gotta hate somebody so much and make their blood spill? For the violence, I still don't know the deal. When I walk outside at night, the spirits of dead make my bones chill. I walk on light, I should not fear people. I got God on my side, he steps on the evil. But you mad just cause I'm making it? You keep keep stumping your feet on the ground and keep saying you hate it. Devil gon' throw a trick, but I'm gon' shake it. God, can you hear my cry? Why do the innocent have to die? If you want a trip, you can get hit with the thunder. I can still see the rich coming up and the poor still going under. Oh Lord, this life's insane. How long?
As you just saw, Phoenix was just in the booth. Now I mean, laying down a track for his upcoming mixtape or whatnot. Mixtape is still untitled, but you know, as we get more information on that, we'll most certainly, definitely give it to you. Up next, you're gonna see basically information session with Mr. Mel. By seeing this, you pretty much gonna know that he's gonna be one of the artists that's next up to get signed to Apex Records. Now I mean, like I told you, background information, back scenes, stuff that you're not supposed to see, but we show you anyway. Now I mean, he's possibly the next artist to get signed by Apex Records. And what you about to see is us sitting down, going over the contracts, like what's to be expected, what we're gonna do for him, and stuff of that nature. So now I mean, go ahead, check that out. We're gonna distribute, we're gonna sell everything for you, so you won't have to worry about doing anything when it comes to stores. When it comes like to stores, online promotion, whether it's like saying iTunes, Amazon, Rhapsody, Spotify, Nokia, and what else is it? And it's some more online too. When it comes to DJs, we're also going to be shooting it at the DJs as well. Trying to think what else is promotion. That comes into play with shows, so we're going to handle the shows too, stuff like that. So it's like saying, we're going to handle you as an artist and the whole, so you don't have to worry about any of that. Alright, as you just saw, me and Mr. Mel was chopping it up at Apex Records or whatnot. Now I mean, going over the basis of what's to be expected from us, what's to be expected from him. A lot of the footage you didn't see, the whole meeting in general is like 2 hours long, so now we can only show you like little snippets, tidbits of it, and we're just gonna move on to the next. Now up next is in a studio session with Vee Boi Baby. He actually approached us about, you know, managing New Galaxy Entertainment. Will we do it? Now, I mean, we're not going to tell you that, but just got to be on the lookout to see what's going to happen and what's going on. So here's the footage of Vee Boi Baby inside the Apex Studio. Now, I mean, proposing to us, now, I mean, about managing New Galaxy Entertainment. Now, I mean, which is something that possibly could happen.
What was I going? Oh. I don't know, man. I just been thinking. How much time you got left?
No, good. You cool? It's 7:22.
I was just thinking. Okay. You know about joining Apex Records. This, that, and the third. Yeah. What if I'm just throwing it out there, and I'm saying I'm still thinking. What if you manage New Galaxy?
As like, well, how would you be looking at me to manage you?
Shows, bookings, events. And just getting shows instead of me actually signing. You sign where we do some agreement where you're getting shows and this, that, and the third, and we're getting a split of the money. Okay. And then when somebody when somebody has to say as I'm the manager, I'm like, yeah, Apex Records manages me.
Because I know because I don't got a problem doing shows because I'm using Afton Booking for shows, and I can do the lab work for that to get your shows popping with them. And I'm actually about to link up with 2 more companies for shows as well, stuff like that. So you'll pretty much have shows either back to back or about like 4, maybe 5 shows a month, joints like that, and it will be paid shows or whatnot.
I mean, how does that sound something that you would be more interested in, or like instead of me actually that you just manage or whatever when it comes?
Yeah, I can do that because there's no problem.